desire. This is a Brine Rats guide. There's a lot of guides out there, but a lot of them don't even mention the quest that you need to do, which is Olaf's quest. So you gotta start off, do Olaf's quest, and here's the setup that you'll want to do. You'll want to bring, some pretty decent defense XP. Just your sword, or whatever you're gonna use, like a whip, D-sim, whatever. You don't really need much to be here. And then, so what you'll want to, if you're gonna camp there and get a lot of XP, stay there for as long as you can. You'll want to bring some bones to peaches, and to get in, you'll need a spade. You don't need to bring pots, because you'll just run out pretty fast. Well, you won't run out pretty fast, but you won't have any for most of your trip. You're gonna camp there. And then the rest of it, just bring some monkfish, leave a few empty spots, otherwise you'll just end up dropping them to pick up the death runes or sharks or whatever. And I always bring my terror bird just for some extra food to bring along. A lot of times it just drops on the floor, but sometimes I use it all. I don't even fill it up all the way. I just fill it up with, like, it's about 6 or 7 monkfish. So this is pretty much just the really basic setup. And to get there, you'll need to go to teleport to Camelot and go all the way up. So here's Camelot. You'll go all the way up to right here. Unless you have the fairy rings, then you can just teleport right there. And this is what I do. This is my little way that I figured out. I just teleport to my house. I move my house up there so I can just pop right out, just below. So I'm right here. So I'm just below Relica, and I can just run up real quick. It doesn't take very long, and so that's just what I do. And so pretty much this is all you need. You don't even need good food, because they drop raw swordfish. So if you don't want to bring bones to peaches, you can just pick up the raw swordfish and raw sharks that aren't noted, and just come out right outside the cave. I'll show you. There's a fire, and you can just cook them right there. Sometimes I do that when I run out of bones to peaches. So here's the fire right here, and to get up there, like I said earlier, you need the spade. You dig right below the tree, and since you've done this quest already, you know how to get in there. Alright, and it's just right there, that little bubble of places. But I'll show you how to get out of the cave first. Sometimes I have to show some people. You just come around and you roll the boulder and you exit the cave, and you'll pop out right above the fire that I showed you earlier. Alright, and that's how you get there. That's the requirements. That's the inventory that you might need, and just a basic overall of what you'll need to at the Brine Rats. Just a spade and food, pretty much, is all you need. Now to kill the Brine Rats, so I should have mentioned this earlier, you need about like 47 Slayer. So otherwise you won't be able to do any damage to them. So 47 Slayer. They're pretty easy to kill. They only have 500 life points, so they're like rock crabs. I call these the rock crabs for mains, just because they're really good to train on. I know a few kids that have gotten 99 stats off of them, including range actually, so they're pretty decent XP. They don't have very much defense, so they're just really great to train on. I'll show you the log of all my drops about half an hour into it, an hour into it, and then at the end of my run. Alright, so this is half an hour into it, and I have like 200 death runes. and I got 2 brine sabers, which was really lucky. I normally get about 1 like every 45 minutes or so, and this was an hour into it, 3 sabers, so that's about right. Maybe I got pretty lucky. But so 3 sabers, about 100 sharks, and 400 death runes. And the next clip is just the end of my whole trip, and I camped there for about 3 hours, and I got 5 sabers. I got those death runes up to 1k, and so here's like the very end of my trip. I just price checked it, so I got 1k death runes, 400k, like 258 sharks, 400k again. And yeah, I hope this helps, guys. PM me in game, you know the name, it's Edge of Desire, or if you've seen my other videos, Room for Squares. Alright, hope this helps, guys. See you later.